Let's talk about 3 money mistakes that I see on a regular basis. I want to make sure to kind of start getting this word out there to make sure that you're not making these same mistakes. So, mistake 1, you're leaving behind 401ks or you're not keeping your investment accounts organized. In fact, it is very common for me to meet with prospective clients and they're not even 100% sure if or where their old retirement accounts are, that they're just kind of floating out there. And it's not uncommon for me to have loved ones that have lost, whether it be a spouse or a parent, to say, XYZ worked at this company and I feel like they had a retirement account there. Can you look in a database and find out? And the answer is no. There is no database for us to search to see where people may have investment accounts. You have to know this on your own. And unless that company happens to know that the former employee passed away, they're not going to be reaching out to you. And let me just tell you, it is very, very uncommon for companies to be made aware of a former employee passing away. I'm just going to say it's slim chance. So keep an accurate record of where you have your financials at. 2, not updating beneficiaries. This is something that I really try to talk to my clients about. If I know that they have a big life-changing event, I'll reach out to them to see, do we need to update beneficiaries? Is there anything else that we need to be doing? Typically on these big life-changing events, sometimes the client's just trying to survive, so it's easy to overlook, especially if we're talking about a loss of a loved one or even a divorce. There's just a lot going on, so updating beneficiaries just kind of get pushed to the side. Beneficiaries can be on bank accounts, they can be on investment accounts, they can be on land deeds, especially like a home deed. This is something that I recommend. And then of course people just automatically think of a will. In the state of Arkansas though, a will still can go through probate. So if you have bank accounts, if you have investment accounts, if you own your home, or if you have a home or land, put a beneficiary on it. If you're not for sure what you need, you can always reach out. Now, I'm not an attorney. If you have a home that does not have a beneficiary deed on to it, I'm going to be telling you to reach out to an attorney and they can help create one for you. But again, if you do not have these beneficiary deeds, you will most likely be going through probate. And just as important as putting a beneficiary on these accounts or on these deeds, it's just important to keep it up to date because life happens. I've had clients come in here and they're dealing with an estate and the beneficiaries have been passed away for years and years and years. So now it is a huge probate issue. And so try and just even once a year, check your beneficiaries to make sure that everything's up to date. And then the number 3 mistake that I see on a regular basis is keeping too much cash sitting in either a checking account or a savings account. And I know this is hard, and I can be guilty of it too. There's something really nice about seeing a lot of money sitting there in case of an emergency. But the rule of thumb is to have 3 to 6 months worth of savings in an emergency fund. And I will say that I recommend a lot of that being in a high yield savings account. We don't invest that money, but we put it in something like a high yield savings account that we can access quickly in case of an emergency. And then outside of that range, it needs to be invested. And how you choose to invest it, that is completely up to you. A lot of people think that just because I talk investing, their mind goes straight to the stock market. But I'm also, it could be a CD, it could be a bond, it could be something more conservative. Investing actually depends on your time horizon and your risk tolerance. So there's a lot that goes into consideration on this. But I will say, you've worked so hard for this money, so you need your money to be making you money. And unfortunately, I have people come in here and they have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, sitting in a bank account, and they're losing just so much potential interest, even from just a CD. And right now, inflation is high, so it's very important for our money to be making us money. If you fall in this category and you're not for sure what to do, please do not hesitate to reach out and you can ask questions and I can guide you. And I always tell everyone, whether they're a potential client or not, with my CFP license, it puts me in a fiduciary role, which means I had to put my clients' needs above my own. So anything that I recommend, whether it's my services or not, it's going to be what I feel like is best for you. And so I always just really try and tell people, come to me, ask the questions. Even if you end up not being my client, I would rather see you stay on the right path than you fumble up and make a critical financial mistake, and then we're trying to fix it later on down the road. That's not good either. Again, for everyone, please do not hesitate to reach out if there's any financial questions, and I look forward to talking to you.